energy with less than 1% efficiency, compared to solar panels 25. So I'd need 25 times, at least 25 times more area of crops to turn into biodiesel. And that's before the generator wastes 60 odd percent, 70% of the energy, by the way. So now it's just horrible. You'd have to have 100 times the area realistically of crops to do the same job as solar panels. Because photosynthesis is really inefficient. But if somebody's going to give you that waste fat, then that's great. That's just free energy. Bring it on.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a huge issue, because what you're actually doing is displacing land that could otherwise be used for food production. Plus, you're also externalizing the costs of things like land degradation, fertilizer pollution.
Finding that the rate at which I'm growing is accelerating the things that are important to me. So that's what I would share.
Love that, Cobbs. Go ahead, Tony. Mike.
Hey, good morning. So I want to kind of take a step back, not to get too far away, but it was mentioned the saying, if you want to move fast, move alone, and that pertains to people. But I also think what slows us down are emotions. Not to say emotions are always bad, but they're better and easier to carry when kept in check. So like, for instance, if you think about the luggage when you're flying out to a destination, and if you just toss stuff in your suitcase, in your luggage, they seem to be a little heavier than when you fold each shirt, fold your slacks. When you put your stuff in neater, they don't seem to be as heavy as they are when they're just tossed in there. So I would think that I would encourage folks to consider that when it comes to emotions. Stop taking everything so personal. And I think that can be the equivalent of packing your luggage of emotions a lot neater to lessen the weight. I'll land with that.
Powerful. Love that, Tony. Love it. And one last thing, because we're going to close out. Thank you everyone for being here, chiming in, sharing your insights, inputs, and us growing together and learning from one another. It really makes a huge difference, not only for me, but I think each one of us here listening in this powerful community, Breakfast with Champions. I want to just say, like, if you do have the NDA, like if you have restrictions on your event or how you want to rent, do an NDA. And if you have events, and people don't want to share their emails, have that as part of your event thing, whether the people coming in want to add their email or not to the vendors or the people supporting the actual event. So with that, Debbie, I'm going to pass it over to you. And we are back next Tuesday at 7:30 is our regular time slot. So Debbie, I'm going to pass it over to you, love. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, for participating in the conversation. And we'll see you next Tuesday. And Mary Lynn, over to you.
Other than the script that is being read.
What does that even mean? That's a plea.
No, but good, I think you're laboring this point, right? All she wants to do is try and offer an explanation, or if she accepts it, why Muslims are taught what to think and not how to think. In other words, why the critical thinking is not at a high level, at least in my anecdotal experience. And she's trying to offer some response to why that's the case.
Some response to Rob and in agreement to him.
I'm honestly unable to grasp what you're saying. So,
all right, well, let's just move on.
In light of what you just said, Mr. Rob, indoctrination. If I'm indoctrinated to be stupid, does it break any laws of logic? Yes or no?
No, nobody's claiming that it breaks the laws of logic. Why you keep going back to that?
Yes or no? Should I put cream in my coffee?
Then you can't describe it to be illogical. Correct, Mr. Rob?
Okay, so maybe she misspoke. It's not the end of the world, my friend. Let's just move on with it. I mean, Nargis often misspeaks, right? It's part of Nargis' sort of approach. We've just got to be very charitable with her. Try and work out what she's saying. But we don't have to harp on every point to try and, have a cheap win on something where we can just be sort of charitable, I think. Especially with Nargis, right? Being a woman and all,
Yeah.
But Nargas is also very difficult. Let's be honest. She's a difficult woman.
What's wrong with that?
Those are too many words.
There's lots of difficult men. Is that a problem?
No, all women are difficult. No need to say difficult.
Yeah, it's kind of like
so most men, right?
That is like
same water as wet.
Hey, here's a statement for you, good guy, that I learned from somebody else, not my wisdom. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Percolate, that was a word that was used by other people in here, or other person. Percolate on that at some point. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Meaning better. I won't even need to explain it.
In light of what you just said.
That's a good one, Ron. I like that one.
Not mine.
It's good though.
Yeah.
Mr. Rob?
Yes, Mr. Boy?
Yeah.
Mr. Guy, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying boy. There's a good boy as well, so I'm not doing that on purpose. Mr. Guy, yes? What can I do for you?
So you said most Muslims are indoctrinated, right?
I never said that.
Taught what to think.
With Afwan.
We all agree. What do you guys say?
Good guy, what kind of...
I said...
If you stop jumping the mic, I will explain what I'm trying to ask you.
What problem are you trying to solve here, good guy?
I'm not
just let him speak.
Does it break any law of logic to be indoctrinated?
No, I didn't say that.
Therefore, it is not illogical, right?
You said it was.
You, in the beginning of the statement, you said...
No, my friend.
Islam. Go on.
You've missed the conversation. I never said anything about being illogical. I don't know where you got that from.
Okay, so indoctrination is not illogical, right?
Sure.
No, I don't think it's illogical, and I didn't say anything about something being illogical.
Excellent.
I made the observation.
So indoctrination can be true.
Sure.
Yeah, it could be true. That's true. Yeah.
We agree on that one. So what is your point? If it could be true, then we should come to another tool to determine if an indoctrination to another tool, an independent tool.
No, but I wasn't talking specifically about indoctrination. Okay. I was saying that Muslims in general, at least in my anecdotal experience, are taught what to think and not how to think. So there, it's very difficult for them to assess something to be truthful because they don't have the conceptual or the cognitive framework and be taught how to assess that. So they're just repeating what they believe to be true, but they don't have a good way of assessing whether it is in fact true.
A good distinction.
But that would expand, and then I went to reiterate that would expand to all those who, most people who are religious-minded or non-religious, such as some atheists, for example.
Well, I wasn't making that claim.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a bit of a
Some atheists, I would say all atheists.
How much they teach critical.
All atheists follow this behavior.
Yeah, you have to demonstrate that.
You have to be fair.
Yeah, I will. I make the claim. I'm more than willing to substantiate.
Yeah.
All atheists,
Good guy.
they have this sheepish behavior.
Good guy. In line with what you're saying, yes, you can be indoctrinated in the techniques and training of critical thinking. But you can also, like Rob is suggesting, be indoctrinated with what to think rather than how to think.
Don't forget, good guy, your name is Mensch in Hebrew or Yiddish.
What difference does that make?
Well, actually, Mensch really just means guy, but it's like a stand-up guy, a guy.
Okay, all right, we don't need to go into all of that side chat there, please. Good guy, have you got something else you want to add?
Yeah. The question is, therefore, if something indoctrinated can be true and can be false, therefore, logic dictates that you should have a different tool to determine if something is true or false, correct?
Yeah, that's how to think, right?
What do you mean, how to think?
That's going to help you determine whether what you believe is true or false, yes?
Okay. Elaborate further on that one. So what tools should we use?
Yeah, well, how to think, thinking critically, evaluating the information that you have or are receiving from other people, and attempting to establish which parts of those information is likely true and which isn't.
No, using your intuition, your own whims and desire.
Well, there's going to be different tools that you can use to think critically, but
I asked you, that's why I said
is the umbrella
criteria.
term.
When I say criteria...
No, I'm not going to go into the criteria. That's not something that I'm interested in talking about now. I was just making a claim about the how to think rather than what to think.
Okay, but can you give us...
Do you have a problem with...
Of course I have a problem, because you are just repeating what you have been indoctrinated instead of demonstrating it.
Yeah, but you can say that about anybody, so that's just not interesting, right?
No.
I gave an example of what the difference between how to think and what to think. If you were there, like what to think, you passed on some information, but then how to think, how to assess that information, I think is important. And in my anecdotal experience, the Muslims, the majority of Muslims,
indoctrination. You want to teach people how to think.
Well developed.
Are you a communist? You want to teach people how to think.
What have I just said? I'd like you there for.
No.
Is that what the communist
Your statement is a self-refuting statement. You want to tell people, i.e. indoctrinate people in how to think.
Good guy. How good are you, good guy? There's a lot of people on the stage. How long will you self-center your opinions?
Hey, Tiffany, stop talking. You just
I wish he'd express an opinion. He's mostly just critiquing theoretical opinions and then attributing it to Rob. Rob's kind of scrambling to defend it. It's kind of funny.
So if I have a stomach ache, is that true?
Well,
If you have a baby in your stomach, are you pregnant?
No, the baby is externally verifiable. I just have a stomach ache.
I couldn't take it. Could not take the trolling.
Okay.
Otherwise, 95% of people from Nepal, they follow Hinduism. So it's very hard to believe that somebody is following Christianity. But yeah, I could see that if somebody is from second class.
It's not just one generation. Over 3 generations of theirs.
Sure. Yeah. Let's ask. How would you define a miracle?
Well, Mark was just saying. Mark, that's a good question. Like, is there what would be a good standard definition for a miracle? Something that can't be, yeah.
I like to say it's when God overrules the normal laws of creation that he set in motion, when he overrules those to do something beyond or different from those normal rules. Sometimes we use it more loosely. We'll say, oh man, look at that. That was a miracle. But technically it's suspending the normal laws of creation that God made in science and physics and so forth, medicine, whatever, to do something supernatural, beyond the natural.
And I think Random would say that that's improper use of the word miracle whenever we say, oh, it was a miracle, right? But I would just say it's normative human.
So
I acknowledge how people use human speech. I'm not always satisfied by it.
The deeper question is, what if there happens that seems miraculous? How could it differentiate between it being something that is truly an exception from physics,
I guess
and it's done by God, right? Or it is something that could be explained by.
Hi, Kyrie.
He's a boy. He's a boy. That's you, boy. Okay, Twitter terrorist.
Oh my god.
What?
By the way, guys, stop fighting. We have a very beautiful girl down there. Hi, Tiffany.
You know when a woman closing up on beautiful, you always know that ugly spot.
Look at her. She's so beautiful. No, for real.
That's not even that's a guy.
No, Tiffany, talk. Because you don't believe it's you.
Hi everyone, it's Tiffany Sotheby. What are you laughing at? There's a lot of trans people on this app. I don't appreciate your insensitivity to my situation. I'm a happy, beautiful woman. I don't care what you say. I'm having bottom surgery in July, and then Galilean Princess and I are getting married. I'm renouncing Zionism and all the Jews around the world. And we're going to start a family, and I'm going to give birth to a baby.
Actually, I'm marrying Frankie. Frankie is a kind of a Jew, so yeah.
Oh my God.
Frankie, take out this training.
Does that mean that your children are going to be Jewish?
What's up, guys?
They will not be Jewish, no.
Why not?
It's
They will be Christian.
You know, a lot of Jews like to say that the mother has to be Jewish, but the truth is that's just for losers. It's really the father. It's not about the women, you losers. It's about the father, you losers.
Right? It's kind of weird that they go after the mother, but we have this concept that you follow your husband and the children take out after the father, the last name and everything. And
you are German.
Nein, ich bin nicht Deutsch, aber ich kann Deutsch.
Salut, Jehin. Hey, get up.
Nix. Was geht ab bei dir?
Ask Rody, he's Jewish. He's a supermodel. He takes photos of himself in his underpants on Instagram. He's got a great body, but his brain is a little retarded.
Warte kurz, was habt ihr gesagt?
Ist es ein Mann?
Nein, das ist eine Mädchen, aber eine Transgender.
Hallo, wie geht's? Hintergedanken.
Huh?
Hintergedanken.
Is this okay?
Tiffany.
Ja.
Jo, ist dich.
Okay, but let's speak
Ich
English.
spreche Deutsch.
Sprache Deutsch.
Ja.
Heil Hitler.
Hallo, wie geht's?
No, don't say that, by the way. I don't like that you say that.
Ooh.
Tranquilo.
Ooh.
I bring this, I need this back. Yeah, you know what? I mean, my English is broken and wait,
Where are you from? Hamama, where are you from?
You mean me?
I think he's Moroccan, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I am from Morocco.
Yeah.
No, bro.
What are you?
No, bro.
What are
I'm from Germany. I'm German.
Yeah, but what's your ethnicity? Was bist du für Landsmann?
I am German, you know.
No, you're not, because you cussed in Arabic.
How are you?
Assalamu alaikum. Habibi. وين ما حطيت الحجاز?
Why can you speak Arabic, Tiffany?
Because I used to be a U.S. Army officer and I trained to go fight the Mujahideen in Afghanistan and Iraq. So I had to learn Arabic in order to lure them out of their holes so I could kill those filthy Muslims with one shot in the head. Shukran, Habibi.
Remember we talked to this guy about the Turkish and the Syrians and all that. See what's happening?
And the Suri.
I know what happened in
And the Suri. Habibi. Oh, Habibi. Can I get a Oh yeah.
Frankie.
I guess your Jewish husband isn't going to do everything you tell him to do.
Okay, Tiffany, can you just stop? Hold on, I'm trying to answer Kyrie. So this happened in Kayseri. Kayseri is not the Syrian city; it's the Turkish city. The Syrian guy raped a 5-year-old Turkish girl.
Okay.
So now the Turks are like burning the Syrian flag and they're doing orders.
Yes, بعدين did you see what happened in المنطقة السورية?
No, what happened?
Okay.
Hatay?
So عارفة ازاي في منطقة سورية that's not under النظام it's under Turkish what's it called
Are you talking about Hatay?
والله نسيت الاسم حاجة
Hatay, it must be Hatay.
لا
Hatay
منطقة
is.
سورية مش تركية
Oh, okay, I don't know.
عارفة دير الزور in these areas
Yeah.
yeah so anyways they start picking out the Turkish what's it called soldiers and they start ripping their flags and stuff because everywhere there's the Syrian flag with the green one
Oh, yeah.
and
The
the Turkish
terrorist
one
flag.
yeah. and the Turkish one راحوا they ripped all the Turkish ones and they start fighting with them kicking them out kicking their throwing stones at their cars the army cars and they're fighting and I think قتلوا one soldier or two and right now it's stirring up there and this area is blocked by the Nizam blocked it off.
To be honest, like, listen, I'm gonna be honest, like, it's enough. The Syrians should leave Turkey and go back to their country. And
the guy's like, oh, they
no.
Because they welcome them. They don't welcome for free.
No, they're not. But it's I understand the Turks as well, to be honest, because some Syrians, I'm not gonna say all Syrians, because I don't wanna, put them on the same category, but the majority of the Syrians are causing a lot of problems there. They're raping, vandalizing, molesting, and like doing a lot of fucking weird ass things there in Turkey. So I think they should go back to us.
Thing is, I know he burned all the houses, but if I was an angry dad, I'd do the same thing.
Yeah, of course. Like, what the fuck is that?
What was the 5-year-old's baby's name? Death to this piece of shit. He will be torn in half and split in 4.
Yeah.
But it's also,
we just talked about it.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. The crazy thing is, like, in, what was it, 2 years ago, on the dark web, some Turkish person posted, like, something that, he posted a video of a Syrian that got beaten, like, really beaten off.
Yeah.
And before that, someone had made a bet, like, if someone can just hit a Syrian person, I'll give them money, blah, blah, blah. So they posted the video on the dark web. And this was, like, 2 years ago. So the hatred, always existed there between each other. And the Turks, they've had enough. Like, they want the Syrians to get the fuck out.
Was Syria part of the Ottoman Empire?
If Syria was before?
It was probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
The whole Levant was actually under
So what kind of Muslims are Turks? Because the Syrians are Alawites.
No, the Syrians are not Alawites. Not all of them.
No, but Bashar Assad's family, I mean, that whole thing.
Yeah, he is. But you have Sunni, you have Christians.
I know. What I'm saying is what we say on Clown House is different from the real world when you really know killers.
Okay.
Real killers don't come on Clown House and talk about, the executions and the attacks that they've launched. Like, they don't do that. Like, they're living a very secret life in the real world, They don't talk about their murders.
Who needs gas in? What's going on?
Multiple displaced Palestinians. The news today is that it's just an ongoing war, and
where you're talking about Israel Palestine?
Yeah, God, people are gonna fight.
Okay, we got to after about 5 minutes. We got to the crux of it. You
Well,
have zeros. That's just
You
nonsense.
can philosophize anything. What are you talking about?
Let's try and say how I'm going to philosophize the end of the Nazis, the Holocaust. Like,
Sure, why not? I mean, philosophy is to understand the condition of the human mind, or my mind. It's not so much that I really, care about the solution or what's going to happen to the people over there, because I'm not impacted by it. However, I'm still interested in my emotional or political position, just like how everybody else is. I mean, to think that I have a solution, while I'm sitting in my mom's basement in my underpants, drinking coffee, watching TV, talking to you, like,
can I retract everything I've said about you
actually, you're a cool guy. You're intelligent. You're sensible. And I retract my previous hostility.
That's why Galilean princess. I'm willing to renounce Zionism for a woman, a beautiful woman and a family, but for nothing else. That's the only thing I want.
Don't do that. That's just simping. That's just weird. But I just like the fact that you said you have no solution. You don't care because it doesn't impact you.
It's simping, but it's also just a clown house joke. Like, we're never getting married and having a family. I'm just, having fun.
No, we're not. Hold on.
But I'm just saying that if I were to talk to a Jew and like they were to renounce Zionism and Judaism because they were going to marry some Christian Palestinian.
I play FIFA. Do you want to play with me?
Ooh, what game are you playing? Call of Duty? FIFA? You got... Wow. Kids, no way I'd let my kids play Counter-Strike. Read a book, write a book report.
My brother was a professional player, so that's when I also started liking shit. So I used to
It's addictive. It's the Call of Duty and all these games are so addictive, and they
are.
People need to reread books and go to the library. The library is just the most incredible place you can ever spend your time. There's nothing like the library. That technology in a book transmitted from one person to another person is still cutting edge technology. If people traveled the world and they went to every country, there would be no hate. There would be no anger or war because people would really understand other people and they wouldn't do selfish, mean, nasty things.
We want war. Finish.
Huh?
We want war? Where? Between Palestinian and Israelis? I honestly don't believe...
I want to play in FIFA, that's what I want to do.
I honestly don't believe the war will never end. Like, it will be ongoing war forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also think I have a big mouth. I'm going to play in FIFA.
Me? We should play.
FIFA's so boring. Why would you guys want to play that?
Oh my glasses!
Hold on, Frankie, I asked you first. Sorry? You asked me what? I asked you first.
Kyrie, shut up.
Look at this fag.
Zulfi, I'm gonna invite Frankie.
Ew.
Why ew? Look, I think you have cute babies.
Yo, Tiffany, does Zulfi sound gay to you?
I think you have cute babies.
I told you I don't like you very much.
You like me, that's why he's so...
Yo, Frankie, do you think Zulfi's gay? If he is, I'll remove him.
No, he's not gay, by the way. He's not. I know him.
Okay, but look at the picture, Frankie. What the fuck?
Okay, but he's
yeah, that's true.
He's not gay. No,
you can remove me with your dust.
Afwan. Habibi, what do you think about resettling all the Palestinians somewhere else? I know that sounds ridiculous.
No, why would... Okay, hold on. Tiffany, why? No, I'm being serious because my grandmother lost her son, by the way, in 1948 because they're from Galilee.
Don't run your mouth. Be stupid. Don't say stupid things like that. That's not polite. You don't honor your grandparents when you say that. That's stupid.
Frankie, do you play FIFA?
No, I'm not being stupid.
No one says I wish my grandparents died.
We will never give up our heritage and who we are as people. So, my dad wants to be FMT.
I'm just saying that strategically speaking, like if the Arab world could grab their balls and do something for each other, what are the Saudis doing? They're doing nothing. They don't care. They just talk. They don't ever do anything for the Palestinian people.
We really don't care. We, the Levantine people, we don't give a...
Just give it all to Israel?
A Jew said, by the way, in a room, that the only solution would be actually to really the Palestinians to fuck each other and create babies.
So the thing is, the Israeli state in many ways already administers Gaza and West Bank, etc., in terms of security and other issues. The whole conflict, the whole thing about the water issue is crazy, But in the United States, there's similar issues with regards to water. Water is.
Come on, shut the fuck up. I've seen how the people are living in Tel Aviv and living.
Oh, I know. They live with total no restrictions.
I FaceTime my Jewish friend that he's a co-qualified, by the way. He's an Israeli.
Listen, your background mic noise, Galen, is so loud. I can't take it.
Okay, I'm done. He showed me their apartment and everything. It's so fucking modern. It's crazy. So don't come here with. Can you ping me?
I will.
Nothing's going on. So yeah.
All right, we'll get.